In today's video, my friend and I are zombies in a zombie apocalypse. We have to survive 100 days, and we have 3 objectives. First, blend in with the zombie hordes by acting as one of their own. Second, take over human compounds and loot their precious stuff in epic battles. And third, build a laboratory and develop a cure to turn us back into humans. Will we survive? Will we make it? Tune in to find out. I spawned in and already my friend and I were zombies. I started beating a tree because for day 1 we had a goal of getting enough gear to survive coming across humans or camps of survivors. I make a crafting table and craft 2 pickaxes and a sword, then make my way to my friend who already found a cave.
Die, zombie.
I get some coal and going in deeper into the cave I come across a pack of zombies. When we get too close to them, they notice that we're not the same, so they immediately start attacking me. My friend and I can only blend in with other zombies when we're in a big horde. I craft a stone pickaxe and then mine some iron, tin and copper ore. Anything I could get my hands on to get us starting gear and weapons. And then make a furnace to smelt all the things I mined. And while it's smelting, I see a cave opening that goes much deeper, so we decide to check it out. And going in, I come across some gold and even mithril ore.
I'm pretty low on health, careful.
And as we reached the bottom, we were already at the lava level. This was enough mining, so before going back to the furnace station, I get some emeralds.
We're easily gonna craft more armor with this much mithril. Oh, they make even cute sounds.
And as we make it back, I craft a whole set of iron tools and also mithril armor. But before leaving the cave, I also craft myself an iron tower shield just in case things get ugly while we're in a horde of zombies. And with the shield I can deflect them and run away. Getting out of the cave and running, we come across an all-out brawl. It seems the human camp has been overrun by zombies and they're all fighting each other. And we're really lucky as this means their chests with loot are unprotected. It's also really awesome that we're zombies as we can just blend into the crowd of zombies and don't get attacked by them. I rush the camp bypassing the zombies and also archers that are protecting the base. And get into the tent. There's some guy standing there, so to keep up with my zombie act, I attack him. And when looting the chests, I get a golden apple, some mithril and gold ingots, a traveling backpack, and in the second chest even better loot, some diamond gear and a sword. But before leaving, I grab some beds. And we're really lucky that we managed to come across this camp at the same time as it was getting attacked by this zombie horde. I also notice a horse. It must have belonged to the humans, but I take it and we run off with my friend behind me. Our next goal is to find a safer place than this. And that is exactly what we do when we get to a nice and secluded island. This is where we're gonna build our base. Although we're zombies, we need some place to store all our stuff. And we also need space to build a lab where we can hopefully develop a cure to stop being zombies. I store all the stuff I don't need in a chest and then start building a house out of cobblestone, while my friend places a stone perimeter wall outside of it to stop anyone from coming in. We aren't scared of normal zombies or even zombie hordes. Survivors and also special infected are the only ones who can see that we aren't actual brainless zombies, so we have to be careful against them. I dig out the floor and replace it with wooden planks, and then take the glass and start placing the windows. Place the 2 beds I got from that camp that's been raided, and then our base is finally finished. It's not big, but we don't need a massive one currently. All we need is a place to sleep and store all the junk we need. But on the new day, we got out of the base and started running to find another civilization. Right now we really need loot, and what better way than to steal it from other people. We come to what looks like a temple, and it seems the guards there are having trouble keeping the zombies from breaking through the gate. I build up the wall and then try to get into the temple, but the guards there seem a bit difficult since they all block our attacks. So instead of going in even deeper and being surrounded by 20 of those guys, we decide to wait out till the zombies finally break through the gates and wreak havoc. And my plan works. The zombies start bursting through the door inside. The monks don't know what to do, and while all their attention's on them, I just come up to the main chests and see what they have inside. A lot of golden apples and potions, and also equipment like a laptop and a fridge. But what catches my eye is a diary which says that someone's working on a serum that's trying to cure zombies. It's awesome news, as that means we aren't alone trying to find a cure. So with that, we run and get out of that temple fast. There were just too many zombies there to do anything, and we needed to get back to the base and brainstorm our next step after reading such news in the diary.
This note seems important. We should investigate further.
But running back, we come across another castle. This one's getting berated by zombies as well. The whole guard squad is in action at the front gates. So getting closer, my friend gets an idea to get in from behind. We go around and dig a hole into the castle. And it's just havoc inside. I climb up and grab a lot of stacked wheat. I know the zombies only eat meat and human brains, but I gotta change that if I wanna be a human again.
There's so many of them, I'm gonna eat my golden apple.
So fighting through the keep and killing all the guards, I reach a bridge which leads to a ladder up. There's a lot of enemies on the stairs leading up to the top floor, but fighting through them we reach the final room and there's a bunch of survivors and guards there.
Careful, he hits really hard.
When we got rid of them, it looked like this room was the survivors' hub. It had chairs, a laptop, and also a chest with a serum B inside. I don't know what it is, but I kept on looting everything else.
Hey, check this out. Do you think it'll make us humans again?
Until I noticed that if I clicked on the support package, it dropped guns, assault rifles, and pistols. It was insane why these guys didn't use it, but resorted to swords and shields. But my guess is they ran out of ammo at some point and had no choice.
Look, if you click the care package, guns come out.
And running back to the base, my friend gets curious and decides to drink the serum. It may be a cure for all we know, but instead he turns into a giant zombie. He looks to be confused, so I guide him with my torches. And as it hits nighttime, I turn around and don't see him anymore. I track back and notice he's back to normal size. He also got back his movement control so he can walk without me guiding him as a simple zombie attracted to like torches. But yeah, we make it back. But before that, my friend tried coming closer and speaking to some survivors. He drank the syrup from a flask, so maybe it worked in some way.
Did the serum work? Nope, he's shaking his head.
Sadly it didn't, but we got back, I put everything in my chest I don't need, and then started building the laboratory to help us develop a cure for the virus. And as the room was done, I went in and placed all the equipment we got from different camps inside. This part of the base would be a workstation where we could run tests and stuff. I mean, the operating table, a fridge, a zombie virus cure, you know what this room is for. And later in the evening, my friend set up a radio station.
Hello? Do you copy?
But after many tries, there was nobody there to answer us. And on the next day, our goal was to go out again and scavenge for stuff. Maybe find a base which had a cure for us. But running through the woods, we noticed a little camp moving out to attack some nearby zombies. We figured this was the chance and ran up to see what they had in the chests. But as these guys returned from the battlefield, we had to fight them. There were a lot of them and they had horses. To them, we were just brainless zombies with diamond swords. But we had shields and we knew how to use these items. One of the survivors drops a book and inside are just coordinates. It's directions to some place called Sanctuary. But with a name like that, I guess it must be something big. We start heading in that direction but come across a small settlement. It has fences around it and also looks like a chicken farm. Guess these guys like living large even in a zombie apocalypse. But going in and raiding their house, I find a chest and it has 2 armor sets. And that's when I get an awesome idea. We will cover ourselves in this gear and look like humans. And then we will run around and attack as many zombies as we can on our way to the sanctuary. Since we'll look like humans to them, we will have no problem making the zombies follow us. And that way when we get to the sanctuary, no matter how large or fortified it is, they'll get overrun by a literal horde of zombies we brought to them. But before that, on our way to the sanctuary, we come across a gigantic statue. It's insane looking and we think we just have to see what's inside. I also got a revolver from one of the supply crates and plan to test it out in combat. We walked up to the statue without any problems, probably because we were covered in human gear so they didn't know we were zombies. But as we got to the entrance, I started blasting, and I get through the first magazine okay. But as we go in deeper and deeper, the gun is a little difficult to reload. It takes too much time and the enemies aren't waiting for us to finish reloading. So it is actually really difficult to use this thing.
These guys have seen through my armor. They know I'm a zombie. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna shoot this guy. Yep, shoot this guy as well. Oh, I don't have any more ammo.
But as we cleared the top floor, it looked like there was a boss in front of us. I reloaded the revolver and the boss's name was Barbarian Sheath. We started blasting him and he died really easily. These guns did a lot of damage, but to be honest, they're really useless in a big battle with endless mobs. The reload animation is just too long, so we decide to throw them off the giant statue's shoulder and continue using our swords. For some reason there's a nether portal and when we go in I noticed that the zombies got through even to here. We definitely didn't want to get stranded in the nether in a zombie apocalypse, so we quickly got out of there. I decided a cool way to drop off this epic statue could only be a water bucket trick, so I did it. And running some more, we noticed a village. Luckily, I had my human armor on and that masked me from being a zombie, so we managed to split some of the horde and make it follow us. The journey to the sanctuary would be really long, but that only meant we had more time to gather all the random zombies scattered across the land. The sanctuary wouldn't even know what hit them when we'd come up with a massive horde of zombies to their front gates. The plan was also so good because we would use our human clothes and sneak in past the guards right into the loot room of the whatever base was waiting for us. And we wouldn't get attacked by the guards if we looked like humans. So as we finally got to the sanctuary, the massive horde of zombies just surrounded the base. It was smart of them to make it in the middle of the desert. They thought the zombies wouldn't reach this far, but here we are. We sneak past the guards and right into the heart of the compound. My friend says to follow him as he found a weird looking basement. And we find a ladder that goes deep below ground. Descending down it, I wonder what could be lurking below. But as I make it down, I see that it's an actual secret laboratory. I think it's a facility that was used to make something. And there's a sign in the room that says 1, 2, 3, save humanity. In the middle of the room there was a locked chest. I guess the password is 1, 2, 3, and when I use it, it opens up. Inside, a serum. It looks like the one before, but this one is in this advanced facility and not in the random camp we raided earlier. We decide to take it and get out of this base, but climbing up we hear that the zombies have overrun the place. This means we have to strip our gear and pretend to be zombies so we wouldn't get attacked. And yep, what do you know, the zombies are the only guys left in the streets. But we smoothly and calmly get out of the base without raising suspicion. And that is a heist turned out great. The human armor helped us to get inside the base, and when the base got overrun by the zombies, we simply just stripped our armor and got out like nothing happened. As we got back to the base, we thought about what to do with the serum we found, and as we got a plan ready, it already got late, so we decided to sleep and do it the next day. And the plan was to make an underwater experiment room where we could lure in the zombie and test the serum on him. We didn't know the side effects yet and didn't want the zombie to transform or maybe explode and destroy our whole base. Building an underground water facility also meant that the zombie couldn't get transformed into a giant zombie, which happened with my friend when he drank another version of the serum.
It's turning out pretty good, huh? I really hope this new serum we found will work and transform us into humans. For now, this underwater temple should keep us safe from any accidents during testing.
Once the lab was ready, I got the 2 sponges we had in the chest and soaked up all the water inside the room. Placed an iron door and also a lever beside it. This design was also really nice as I made sure to place the door so that we'd have an airlock. This way we could safely drop stuff for the zombie or get in and get out without him escaping.
I gotta break wall to put the lever. There we go. Okay, door is working. Let's test it out. Okay, close me in. Nice, nice.
But once it was ready, I went to the laboratory and placed the serum inside the locked furnace. This one was better than a normal furnace as it was made specifically for science labs. So our guess, it worked better for heating up the serum. But as it was heating up, we went inside the base and waited for it to finish cooking. I also checked if the radio worked.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? Is anyone there? Any survivors? We got shelter and food?
Again, no reply. Unfortunately, I also gave in to my temptations and we had a raw chicken meat party. I couldn't eat the apples anymore, or the bread. This is a cheat day for me to keep my sanity as a zombie. And on the next day I ran around the base looking for a specimen, a special specimen, which I'd lure back to the underwater lab and we'd feed him the serum to see what effect it has on him. Luckily we found one really close to the base, but even then it was still a massive hassle bringing him in because he was so slow.
Come here, zombie. Follow me. Come on. Oh, you're so slow. Here you go, you want some chicken? You want some raw chicken?
Slowly but surely, we got the zombie into the tunnel.
Come on, little zombie, follow me. Right into the tunnel. Into the underground tunnel. Nothing to worry. Come on, follow the raw chicken. Oh, don't punch me. Don't punch me. Get in there.
And then into the room. My friend got out the serum and went into the room to give it to the zombie. We used the airlock to safely get inside, and because we were zombies as well, he wasn't aggressive with us. That's why I had to make him follow us with the raw chicken meat. But as we were thinking of what to do next, it turned out that there was a giant shark behind me. It was staring directly at us. That is some creepy views you won't get if you don't have an underwater zombie testing facility. As I was thinking of what to do next, I remembered about my plan to diet on human food more, so I made a lot of bread from some stacks of wheat I got from one of the settlements. And then also made a diamond shovel to dig up some dirt beside the base.
Okay, so I got the shovel crafted. Let's think, where should I put the farm? First I need some dirt blocks, that's the first, and I'm thinking more of like in the water, because we're on an island, so it's gonna be easier. Yo, you gotta help me out. Can you help me out?
But before that, I noticed that in the distance there were two zombies standing around our base for a little bit too long. It was like they were watching us, so I went in and dealt with them.
This is your judgment day, and I'm the judger.
And swimming back, my friend says to look below water, and I see that our zombie transformed into something hideous. It crawls on four legs and looks really disgusting. We come inside for a closer look. But when my friend enters the room to see how the zombie will react, he gets damaged really badly and says that this thing has like 40 hearts and is a boss. Yeah, I'm not going into this room, and we also can't really clear the facility from him because of how tanky he is.
What do we even do with him? He's too strong to kill. I guess we'll keep him seeing as he's harmless behind that glass. Cute little zombie. We'll have to feed him or let him die of starvation.
So I go back and grab some stuff to build an extra room. My friend says that he wants to try the serum. He says that on simple zombies it doesn't work, but on us it may because we still have some of our human functionality left.
Why is there water coming out? Are we getting flooded? What's happening? Oh, you're building. Okay, yeah, he's expanding the walls.
There's now two sharks watching this mutated zombie. I guess they think he's meat as he's all red and stuff. I don't argue with my friend for wanting to try the cure himself because I want this thing to work as well. So I go into the laboratory and get another dose of the serum. As I open the safety door, my friend drops me all of his loot. He says his final goodbyes in case he never returns. and when I close the door, he drinks the serum. It doesn't have any effect on him, but it took a couple of days for that zombie to turn into a mutated one, so I guess we'll see what will happen in a few days. Sadly, my friend will have to be locked in this room this whole time.
Cheer up, you got a friend there.
So to spend the time constructively, I get some dirt and start building a wheat farm. We're surrounded by water, so it's easy to set up a farm of any size here. And I guess that if he does turn into a human and the serum works, he'll probably want some human food like bread. And as I place the dirt blocks, I go and craft a hoe to dig up the ground. But then I hear a voice. It sounds like my friend is calling me. I turn around and go into the underwater base. And when I look at my friend, he turns into a human right before my eyes. I'm amazed the serum actually works. This is a miracle and it's so good. I open up the door and yeah, he's back to normal, although he's a little bigger in size. The side effects of the serum is it modifies your body a bit, but that effect lasts for only a day. I put all my stuff into the chest and my friend passes me another dose of the serum. I take a sip and feel weird, but then suddenly I turn into a human as well. I also feel super strong. I get a lot more hearts and a buff for super strength. I test out my new strength by one-shotting a random infected zombie in our base. The effect should last only a couple of days, but the serum works wonderfully and turned us both back into humans. That means there's still hope left for humanity.
You're big in your screen as well? It looks like you're floating, but it's because your skin is normal size for me. I'm huge in my screen.
I decide to finish the garden I was working on because since we're humans, we're gonna need a lot more food. But as it hits nighttime, I notice that zombies now swarm me from every direction. I don't know how to react at first because I got used to being a zombie and having no problems like this, but there's so many of them that I have to fall back to the base and hide there.
Oh, there's so many of them.
But while coming closer, I notice all the lights are gone. Where's my friend?
NANI?!